Most people in the channel aren't bad at their job, but the job has become almost impossible to do cleanly. Deals live across numerous portals. Supplier information expires quietly. Visibility often depends on who pays, not what fits. We are all working with partial information, and we're pretending it's enough. That's the real problem. Not competition, not effort, not execution, clarity. The channel didn't become what it is today because of bad actors. It became what it is because confusion serves a purpose. It preserves leverage. It protects funding structures. It allows people to say, "Trust me," without having to prove anything. Over time, systems optimized for sponsorship tiers, MDF allocation, portal politics, and distribution control. Not for the moment that actually matters, the moment after an advisor leaves a client meeting. That's where the real decision happens. Not in a dashboard, not in portals, not in quarterly reports. It happens when an advisor is sitting with fresh context. What the client actually said, whether we heard it or not, what they are worried about, and what they won't tolerate. What has to work every time, and the question is simple. Based on this conversation, which supplier actually fits? Today, that question is answered with memory, habit, partial visibility, and whoever happens to be top of mind. Not because advisors don't care, but because the system wasn't built to help them when they need it most. We believe the channel doesn't need more tools. It needs a standard for accuracy over volume, context over activity, insight over influence, performance over positioning. Transparency shouldn't be a feature. It should be a policy. And policies don't change based on who spends the most. Transparency doesn't hurt good suppliers. It threatens weak ones. Markets with clarity reward performance. Markets without it reward noise. Advisors aren't traffic sources. They aren't conduits. They're not distribution endpoints. They are professionals making real decisions on behalf of real clients. And every time a recommendation feels indefensible, something erodes. Trust with the client, confidence in the work, pride in the role. Burnout doesn't come from selling. It comes from having to defend decisions you don't fully trust. So we didn't build another portal. We built a neutral operating layer above portals, above incentives, above politics. A place where real conversations become usable context, where supplier truth stays current, where AI supports decisions instead of replacing judgment. Not to replace relationships, not to route around partners, not to crown winners, but to make performance obvious. And let's be clear about AI, because this matters. AI isn't the point. Context is. When real conversations, real constraints, and real outcomes live in one place, the system can finally answer the question advisors actually ask. Not who's popular, not who's sponsoring, but who fits right now for this client. That's assistance, not automation, not replacement. We will not sell rankings. We will not take money to change outcomes. We will not trade visibility for spend. Paid plans unlock deeper insight and support. They do not change what appears, what fits, or who wins. When clarity increases, guesswork disappears. Excuses get exposed. Performance becomes visible. That makes some systems uncontrollable. Not because clarity is wrong, but because opacity used to be profitable. We're not here to protect old incentives. We're here to tell the truth about how the channel actually works and let reality decide. That's the standard we're building toward. That's the standard we're building toward. If you believe advisors deserve clarity at the moments that matter, if you believe suppliers should win based on performance, not positioning or budget, if you believe transparency should be structural, not optional, you're in the right place. The reason we built this isn't complicated. We got tired of pretending partial information was just good enough. Tired of being told that's just how the channel works. Tired of watching good advisors second-guess decisions because the system made clarity hard to get. This isn't about disruption, it's about relief. Relief from guessing, relief from chasing portals, relief from having to defend recommendations you don't fully trust. So we built something different, not louder, not flashier, not owned by whoever spends the most, just honest infrastructure for the moments that actually matter. If you've ever walked out of a client meeting and thought, there has to be a cleaner way to do this, this is for you. You can use it for free, not a trial, not a teaser, free because clarity shouldn't be gated. And if you want more support, more depth, more pattern recognition, more help after the call, that's there when you're ready. No pressure, no favoritism, just better decisions made with more confidence. That's the standard we're trying to hold ourselves to. And if that resonates, you're welcome here.